Quick toss to first. Rosa dives back in safely. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. Home run number 5 on the season. The Nationals strike first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at-bat to give your team the lead. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Mira, hey, ¿qué es lo que mi gente?
So 2 down, Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. You'll want. That's out to center field. And that gets down for a base hit.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels moved. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Ven que te la voy a sacar.
Out to short, Wilson. Slings to first. Great pick. They get out number 2 on a tough play.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
And now here's the A's catcher.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get them going a little bit.
Por la cámara. No.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. In the air, center field. Rosa settles underneath it. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to 3rd with 1 away.
I was a car, mi gente. 3 people that watching me. I go get it. Homer.
Laser to the gap. Should score the run. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And they took a 3-run lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Vamos, comenten, mi gente. Comenten. Manden super chat. Ah, mira, right?
So runner at second, 2 down. C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals.
Velo ahí se puede.
Man at second. Runner takes off. In the dirt, blocked. And he steals 3rd without a throw. And the league leader in
super chat puedes tu mandar, velo ahí. Super chat. Me robo home. Si me mandan un super chat. Si me mandan un super chat.
Now a step off to 3rd. He hits
Ay, velo ahí, compadre.
Save. I don't believe it. The Jets stole home. First and second. Alberto Rosa now at the plate.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Ripped to short. They take the force out, and that's the inning. So the Nats leave a pair. They lead 4-0.
¿Qué?
1 down.
Ahora me curo yo con él.
Digs in now. Swing and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Rosa had a sensational showing in the win.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic effort at the plate.
Y entro yo ahí a la cuenta.
Alberto Rosa, with a blend of raw talent and poise, quickly
Cuando
becoming
voy
a
a
player
la
to
cuenta tuya, era que estaba.
next to
¿Qué
hit for
esta
the
porquería?
Nats,
Dije,
Alberto Rosa.
claro, no viene, ¿eh? Dije, diablo, ya me atracan.
Nice grab. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Coño, pero
So two down. Now, Domingo Molina.
Un homer.
On a line. And that will end the inning. So they go quietly there. With play too full. It's the net. Back here at Coors Field, Alberto Rosa steps in. League leader in OPS, singing.
Yeah, he's crushing mistakes, but also taking what pitchers give him. That's next level hitting.
Rosa, the former Rookie of the Year, batting second in today's lineup, and he's a former Silver Slugger recipient in the National League. Base hit, man aboard on the leadoff single. That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Bakers doesn't again.
Now quick throw to first. Rosa dives back in safely. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Throw. Save.
Looks like the base runner had a pretty good feel on the pitcher's move. After that pick over, seemed to settle in, and he took off right away. Nice job of stealing second right there.
Runner on the go again. Squirts away a little bit. No throw. He steals third easily. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Now a step off to third. He hits the dirt and he's safe, safe, safe. I don't believe it. The Jets stole home. That one ripped left field. And it one-ups the wall. He's in at second with a one-out double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells them.
Runner works for third. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. So 2 down. Next to hit, Alberto Rosa. He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boo. Light tower power.
that's right. Up the middle to a ball. And that's the inning. Nationals go. So first and second with 2 outs. Alberto Rosa will hit next. On the ground to third. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw and save. Couldn't recover from the misplay.
Yo no vi eso. ¿Tú
CJ
qué me
goes
sale?
down.
Entiendo, esta es la moda, ahora todo el mundo haciendo eso. Muy claro.
2-2.
Yo no,
Way inside.
desde 3 intentos, 2 intentos.
And a payoff pitch. Popped in the air. Left field. Beck under it. And that is that. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Up now for Washington, Alberto Rosa.
Yo no me coge como Más de que cuánto tiempo que yo te dije, 40 que vamos a
On the
ir,
ground,
40 más.
Tovar. That
Yo
ends the
como
inning.
70, pues. ¿Has comido?
Last half of the eighth.
Está bien, pues si te ve mucho.
Sí. Ha cogido 70.
Rosa was a
Como
big
77
contributor for them in the
tiene.
win. 3 hits in the ball game.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic effort at the plate.
Sí, 77. ¿Cuándo ha subido más? Después de 77.
Sí, porque como que, pum, se publica, lo promociona, Tito lo promociona ching, y ya.
Here's a big power threat.
Así, YouTube
One of
también.
the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits.
Y cuando yo vi toda esa
And
gente
that's
dando
right to the
ahí, yo
left.
dije,
Base
"Ah,
hit.
puta mierda, se
Lead
olvida,
runner to
porque-
second, so 2 on and nobody out.
And for him, that's 2 solid weeks with a hit in every game. I mean, he's running his hitting streak to 14, and let me tell you, that's no easy task. This guy's grinding out at bats. He's figuring out ways to put the ball in play and just is well doing with some authority.
On the ground to first. There's one, and that's 2.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing target, everything.
Toma,
Now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there. On
Way
its
back
way.
there. Pipo, mira.
His 12th of the season, and it gives them the lead in the third. It's 1-0.
Pues sí, yo dije con 12,000 suscriptores, dije que no entra gente a ver.
Aggressive, and it paid off.
Como estúpido. Como que tú no tienes nada.
Exacto, porque por lo menos.
What the hell, man?
O sea,
This
si tú
was
estás viendo
a
YouTube,
mammoth home
te sale
run.
pan cerquita, pero entra.
160 feet, according to StatCast.
You know, Boo, there are only maybe 20 or so
Es
guys
como
in the
que
game
YouTube
that
no
can hit
te
baseball
promociona,
that
como tú
far,
mismo decías ahora,
and
que
it's
tú estás
absolutely
grabando un video y
crazy.
YouTube te
It's even
promociona.
that many. Such an impressive swing of the bat right there.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Ezekiel Tovar digs in now. Man at second. That's smacked to the line to center. Great effort as he's able to haul it in. Runner tags at second. The throw to third. Applies the tag, and they get 2.
Esperado con la banda.
Boog, that's just a terrible decision to go for third right there. I mean, he was posed by a lot. Not close. You've got to be a little smarter than that on the base paths.
Está bien si se van de una vez, pero por lo menos que se vea que está entrando gente, porque no se ve entrando gente.
Lo máximo de todo el
Y tú tienes 11,000, 12,000
Go to
gente ahí.
the top half of inning number 6.
Que le sale a ellos la
Rosa
notificación.
digging in for the Nationals.
No conectamos 10 gente, no la más.
Sí, como 10 gente así.
No se van a repetir.
Sale.
Yo no entiendo, ¿verdad? ¿Por qué pelota no interesante?
Rosa measures 6 feet 2
No es que
inches,
no es interesante.
23 years old, and he was
Es que
born in
entre por lo
Dominican
menos.
Republic. So the call will
Yo
stand.
entiendo.
So they'll lose their first challenge.
Eso es un error, que no hay un balance para decir que no.
Ah, dice por decir que no.
Oh, great
No,
stop to
acuérdate que a
first.
ti te cantaban
Nicely done for the
bola
out.
también. Ah, la bola que estaba.
Por ejemplo, que tú haces, no hay una que sea un error y que no. Siempre hay que
Runner on at first with one gone. Jordan Beck digging in
Bola,
for
yo
the
le pedí,
Rockies.
dije bola, alguna. Pero eso alguna vez.
0-2 now.
Pero está dañado como que.
Line drive, base hit.
No te fue para que fuera.
The throw
Ah,
in, and he's out
El tiro,
easily.
Tú no viste lo fácil que me pusieron
Hey, as a former center
en-
fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver straight to third base. Now, for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making it out at third base.
So a man at first. Next to hit for the Nats, Alberto Rosa.
Sí.
Swing and a ball hammered
Una más para que
right
lo
field.
haga.
That's down. One hops off the wall.
¡Chupi otra vez!
Wood around third. The relay to the plate. He's safe. 3-run game. It's 5-2. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Tiene que meter gente, ¿qué pasa? ¿Y para qué yo tengo todos sus suscriptores en YouTube?
That's a base hit. The run scores from second. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull it over, let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Dives, and now it looks like extra bases. Not stopping, he's going for 3. The relay through, and in time, he's safe.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this
la cuenta mía, que vete en esa cuenta ahí y suscríbase y denle la vamos a darle amor, mi gente. 500,000
they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just too close. He looked like a threat every time up, even in a loss.
Pues sí, ¿cómo tú vas a decirme a mí que yo en la transmisión no puedo poner que mi juego y poner otra cosa? No, come on.
Alberto Rosso digging in for the Nationals. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Good start for him in this ball game tonight. I was talking about get a knock in your first at bat. Pitch, just make sure confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Ground ball left side. They get the tag out to first. Double play. Nicely done. Luke Rayleigh digging in for the Nationals. Man on second, 2 down. Runner takes off in the dirt, and he steals it out of throw. And the go-ahead run is now on 90 feet. Now a step off to third. He hits the dirt, and he is safe. He stole home. I don't believe it.
Míralo ahí, múdete.
Stepping in, Jordan.
Ay. Oh, ellos cambiaron la foto de la MLB. Pusieron a Win.
Ajá.
Happy Mother's Day, my people.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Rosa on the move to the alley. He's got it. 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
That's round 2, and this one could be extra bases. Here comes Wood around third. Throw cut off to second. The tag, and he's out trying for 3. That ends the inning, but they do score early.
No salió rojo. Yo lo he hecho. No, yo sé. Pero que es mi vida, a ver si yo sin empezar para abajo.
His most recent game. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one hops against the fence. Safe and second. Third for him this afternoon. Well, Segui is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowing the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it. You're seeing
He's trying for third. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And that is that. So 2 on with 2 away. Domingo Molina now at the plate. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. On his toes, pulls it back over the wall.
¡Quillao!
We're through 6 full.
Pero
It's the
bro,
Nationals 4
adiós.
and the Rockies 1. Here at Coors Field, we go to the
Oye,
8th.
YouTube, mala gente, YouTube, mala gente, ¿qué pasa? Ay, 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 le voy a quitar el gallo.
On the ground to third. One pitch and one out. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day to my mom.
Yes, happy Mom's Day.
Ripped on a line to center. Doyle has a beat on it. He's got it. Runners tagging from second and third. He'll score the sac fly. It's 6-1.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it was in a lot of...
Rosa had a great showing in the win. A 3-hit performance, including 2 extra base knocks.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
Es un libro, Vic.
O sea, tú hiciste un libro. Tú escribiste un libro. Vive tu vida. ¿Y cuál es el concepto?
Este concepto, este libro que te enseña a moderarte, a aprender, a estar pendiente de lo tuyo. Si no, por ejemplo, estar pensando en el dinero que hizo, que no hizo. Son cosas que no te
Creo que tienes que dejarlo.
Alberto Rosa has been on fire lately, riding a... Next to hit for the Nats, Alberto Rosa. Hit in the air out towards left center field, pretty well struck. Lunt pulls it in on the run. One pitch and one out.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
This to center field. Dives and it gets by. And he'll pull into second safely.
He went up there and got it. 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at-bat.
Rosa batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. That one's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, this is a good time for something off speed away.
In the air to left center. Lunt should have this one. And that is that. Nationals Park, bottom of the inning. Alberto Rosa digging in for the Nationals. He's currently the team leader in batting average, Chris. Ripped to third.
That at-bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make it.
Into center. And a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. To third. And he's got no chance. He's out.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now, for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making it out at third base.
One down. Alberto Rosa digging in for the Nationals. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far. Should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And the tying runs at second base with a double. And his hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention to this streak now, especially the pitchers that are trying to slow him down.
Substitution now at second base. Coming in to run for the Nats.
Un tipo que corre como yo, corro bien, ve, para perder, no tiene que truco para perder.
I'm sure he'd like to have a better game and help him win going forward.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Pedro Pavlos. Here's your 1-1. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. One down to number 2 hitter, Alberto Rosa.
La fruta le dije, tú estás mandando y la coges, cuidado. Eso sí como.
Lo trae todo detrás, todo detrás. La que muera de que, tú sabes,
Todo el tiempo de adentro.
se ve adentro, pero porque ellos tienen otro cuadro, porque tú te quedas con ese cuadro, tú crees que es ese.
Se vio, este fue muy
Pero esto detrás, todo detrás, todo se mueve detrás.
So that removes their last challenge.
Como yo hago eso ahí detrás.
No, pero yo le pedí que son bolas, o tal vez porque tú tengas medio.
On a line out towards
Dígame
center.
donde yo la pedí.
And there's 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. In your mind, you have to convince yourself.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Burleson around third. The relay. It's offline. The run comes in, and they're up by 3.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. And all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Rosa digs in. 2 quick outs, but this lineup's too good to just go quietly.
Yeah, you never want to get the last out of an inning. Let's see if he can start a momentum swing right here.
Throws to first. Back in Washington, D.C. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Alec Burleson. That one ripped right center field. That's got a chance. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Not stopping, he's going for 3. Safe at third with a triple, his 3rd hit of the day.
Through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Rosa steps to the plate. They're trailing, but here's an opportunity to reel it in. RBI chance.
Yeah, Boo, chance to be the big fish right here. This is exactly who they want in a spot like this.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Luis Ariz stands in.
Sube. Te escuchó, ¿verdad? Esa picada que hizo él.
So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Ya quedó.
Alberto Rosa taking in for the Nationals.
Salió un corte que estaba dormido, estaba de que acostado así.
And that one hammered. That's back. And that one is off the wall. Relay to second. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Nationals nothing.
Como que una ansiedad se paró así.
Rosa added one more to that hitting streak.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but it wasn't a big downfall for him in the loss.
One down. Here's a big power threat. Alberto Rosa.
Oh, pero Giovanni Polanco va para allá hoy a las 6.
Hammered on the line to the left, base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Yeah, great job right there.
Yeah, great job right there.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. Now Now quick throw to first. Rosa back on a dive.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the
Runner takes off. He holds it in. 2 away. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back. Here's the catcher, Pedro Pajes.
Ya que iba ahora también. Tengo hambre. ¿Cuánto tiempo queda de aquí? ¿Esto le tiran el libre?
Line drive. And a base hit. Around second, on his way to third. The throw in. And he's out easily.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now, for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making it out at third base.
Hit hard on the ground is short. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Next. On to the fourth, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Elias Lunt. In the air to left center, Rosa on his way over. He's got it, and there's one down.
He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. The throw in. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
In the air, right field. Walker gets under it. Brings it in. Runners tagging from second and third. The relay. See, and they take the lead. So a runner at third, 2 men out. Luke Rayleigh getting ready to hit. And now the 0-1. This one in the air, right field. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Picks himself up at RBI. He hit that ball really well, the deep right field right there. Got it close to drive, just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with a base hit.
One down. J.J. Weatherholt, the next to hit. Hard liner. He gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. And there are 2 down. Rosa stepping in. A base hit here could shift the vibe. They're just 1 swing away from changing the rhythm of this ball game.
Yeah, that's the beauty of baseball. You always have a chance if you've got a player like this to lead off the inning.
That one is absolutely belted. And this one could be extra bases. And it gets by him. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Well, that's how you respond. There are several ways that they can get this run across.
El batazo llegó, fue el segundo, a center field.
No, el de la tuya llega tercera. Sí, llega.
Here's C.J. Abrams now. The Cardinals holding on to a 1-run lead. You're the bottom of the 7th. Now a stiff ball, and he's caught between the bases. Oh, caught up in a rundown now. And they tag him out. Here's the center fielder, Alberto Rosa. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Yo, 1-1. Back up. Moves it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on the knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Rosa managed to keep the hitting streak alive. 3 hits in this one, always respectable.
Well, he definitely made a difference for him in this one. Nice effort to contribute to the win.
Yo.
¿Cómo? Eso está en mi casa.
¿Dónde más?
¿Dónde más? Ah, sí.
Alberto Rosa, ready to go in this one. This breakout star has been a model of consistency at the plate, leading the league in batting average. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Washington Nationals. First pitch coming your way next. 1 down. Here's a big power threat, Alberto Rosa. Liner, base hit. And a man aboard.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Takes off in the dirt. Safe it.
No, yo ya no trae más, y voy a botar eso. ¿La quieres la pecera? ¿La quieres la pecera?
Tú estás loco, ¿y para qué? Y papi no tiene ni espacio en el pues. O si la dejará por ahí en un futuro.
And he easily steals the bag. And that extends his lead for the first stolen bases in baseball.
Pretty impressive from the 3-hole hitter. Picks up the single, then swipes second to get into scoring position.
Runner goes again. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Brings it in. So runner at second, 2 down. Luke Raley, the next to hit. Man on second, 2 down. Runner takes off for third. This one in the air, center field. And that ends the inning. So next to hit for Baltimore, Brett Wisely. Here's the 2-2. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. Lead runner around second. To third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Out towards right center field. It falls in, and that's a hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Throw cut off to first. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance, and weight transfer.
Step off throw to first, and he's back in safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some.
Runner takes off, in there for strike three. Safe at second, and that was not close. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. So digging in, Luke Raley. 2 on, 2 outs. And they're all loaded up.
Well, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz.
Seguro quedó media, Iván, espérate. Chequéame, ¿cómo que no?
2-2. Ground ball left side. They get the force out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. So they load the base. First and second, no outs. Blaze Alexander, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Rosa should have this one. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The throw to third. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play.
That's just a terrible decision to go for third right there. I mean, he was hosed by a lot, not even close. You've got to be a little smarter than that on the base paths.
Nada más ahí en muñequito, como dice. De que detrás, de que de allá, dicen de esto.
Detrás. Vamos a guardar la pecera ahí en el garaje aquí en Estados Unidos.
Auto line out towards center. Takes it in for the out. That's out number 2.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself.
Jugada.
And a superb diving catch. What a play.
Hitter's got a broken heart on that one. He had base hit written all over, maybe extra bases. Great diving catch for the upset.
Rosa digging in, nobody on, 2 gone, but this hitter's still dangerous.
Yeah, a swing, a mistake, and suddenly it's a brand new ball game.
On the ground, Wisely. Zips it to first, third out.
Let's go.
Rosa managed to keep the hitting streak alive.
I really like how he looked in this one, Boo. He consistently came to the plate with a solid plan, and it showed in the results. They didn't win, but he can be proud of this game.